Hey guys, it's Fox. I know, listen, it's been a long time, but after that year we just had 2020 with the pandemic, quarantine, all the beautiful black lives that we lost, the election, and I had quite a few losses in my family as well. I just needed some time to myself, and I took it. And by the grace of God, I am back, and I am better than ever. So let's get this thing started. Show your girl some love. Like this video, comment on it, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and follow me on social media. I missed you guys. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to show you how I make clip-in extensions. Here are the supplies you're going to need. Your bundles you can get from TreyMagHair.com. That's real simple. Along with your bundles, you're going to need cotton thread, needles, hair clips, and scissors. Only 4 items to get that slayed clip-in look. Let's get into it. So to start off with step 1, you want to make sure that you start with freshly washed bundles. You can either use 1 bundle or 2, depending on how full you want your install to be. This customer requested that I use 2. So I take these 2 bundles, I lay them on top of each other like I'm doing, and then you take a curved needle. That's my preference. You can use a straight if you want, but I just find the curved needle is easier to sew with. Insert the needle underneath the weft and pull it through. Make sure you knot the end of that thread so that when you pull it through to the end, you see how it's on my finger? You can create a knot so that way it's not going nowhere. My suggestion is that you use cotton thread. You can use whatever thread you feel like, but in my experience, cotton thread lasts a lot longer, especially with clip-ins and wigs. So after your initial start off with the needle and thread, you're just going to continue inserting the needle underneath the weft and pulling it through taut with your dominant hand. Use your non-dominant hand to hold the 2 pieces of weft together so that when the thread gets pulled, it pulls the weft in place. This part is a bit repetitive, so I'm just going to speed things up a little bit and let you guys just watch. I'll be right back. Here's a better angle so you can really see how it goes down. So step 1 is pretty easy so far, right? I'll repeat it again. Hold the wefts together with your non-dominant hand. With your dominant hand, take the needle and insert it underneath the weft. Pull it all the way through. Pull on the thread as you're holding the wefts together. This will create a lock with the wefts. They will not move as they're installed. Continue this process all the way down your weft until you are done. Make sure along the way that you smooth out the hair. You shouldn't have any problems with tangling if you got your hair from TreyMagHair.com. Now, I can't speak for anybody else's hair, but I can speak for mine. Not a phone call while I'm trying to film. So rude. Anyway, I tried to provide the best angle that I could, and so I hope you guys are understanding what I mean by inserting the needle underneath the weft and pulling it through. Maybe this angle will help a little bit better. You let me know down in the comments. So again, you're going to want to continue this process all the way down the weft until you have joined both wefts together. Remember, each stitch should not be more than 1 centimeter apart. If you make them too far apart, then you're going to create loops, and when you install them, it's going to create dents, and you will be able to see that, girl, no matter how hard you try to hide it. Okay? Make sure you pull the thread really tight. Now with cotton thread, you can pull as tight as you need to. Nylon, you may not have such good luck. This is why I recommend cotton over nylon. But again, it's your choice. Just make sure the stitches are really close together. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's move on to step 2. Remember in the beginning how I said we only need 4 items? Well, I forgot the most important one. You're going to need measuring tape so that you can measure the wefts before you cut them. Now, if this is for you, this part should be pretty easy. But if it's for a customer, you would just have them send their measurements in. Each weft has its own measurement. For example, the wefts that go by the nape of your neck will not be as long as the wefts that's on your crown. So you need these measurements to be exact as where you want to place them. Do not do them longer or shorter than what you need, because you will be able to see on the sides if it's too long, and it will look kind of scarce if it's too short. So you want to get it exactly to where your hair ends. And no, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. There were 2 different orders that were used to make this video. One was a shorter, more natural set of clip-ins, and the other one was about, I think, 16 or 18 inches. So it was on the longer side. But I did not get a chance to show me actually cutting the weft of the longer one, so I just used the shorter one to insert, just so you can have a visual. Wow, step 3 already. All right, let's go. So this is where you add the clip-ins in. So you want to open them up and lay the back side of the clip on the weft so that the teeth are pointing up. You want to insert the needle underneath the weft like you've been doing, but this time you want to put it through the holes of the clips as well. Continue this process until the entire clip is sewn in, and then cut your thread. Here's a tip that might be helpful for my beginners. Lay your wefts out flat and measure out where you want the clips to go. This will help you have an even layout of the clips so that when the clips are installed, it's flat and there are no loops or dents. You don't want any of those, girl, because you can tell if it's not your actual hair and if it's a clip-in. After you have a good idea of where you want each clip to go, sew them in one by one. Make sure you hold it in place as you're sewing it, because the clips will move until you secure them. Again, open the clips when you're sewing them, lay the back of the clip onto the weft, and so that the teeth are facing up. Put the thread through the weft and through the holes at the top of the clip and pull tightly like you have been doing for the wefts. And so when you're done, you should have something that looks like this. Nice and secure. There's about 10 clip-ins with this order, and she was able to get a full install with a middle part off of 2 bundles. Isn't that great? That was easy enough, wasn't it? and you were able to make it yourself. Now all you need is your bundles from TreyMagHair.com and you'll be good to go. Listen, the site's under construction right now, so if you can't get through, don't be afraid to DM us. You'll reach one of us directly and you can place your order with us. We'll be happy to take it. At Tress Magnifique _hair on Instagram and Facebook. Check out our model who was nice enough to send us clips of the finished product all the way from Canada. She bad, ain't she? Yes, sis, do it. Remember, when starting your own business, don't ever be afraid to take a chance on yourself. Scared money don't make money. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.